Well, arena really is an adventure in 3 dimensions. I see my job in a way as to create a forum in which people can respond in ways that have meaning to them. Obviously that are connecting with the work, but are not imposed on them by my single vision. My name is John Maine. I'm a sculptor, and I work in landscape on a large scale very often. Arena is part of the street. It's where the street starts to stick up and do some unusual things. And it is a sculpture, but it's also part of the fabric of the South Bank. It's a large stone enclosure with gaps, so you can go in and out. It invites people to participate in all sorts of ways. They don't have to be self-conscious, they can just walk through it. They can sit on it and have their sandwiches, or they can stare at it. But when I first thought of it, I was just interested to make a special place. It started as an invitation to exhibit in a show at the Hayward. I said, well, look, I'd like to make something down on the South Bank rather than in the Hayward. It's a very unusual space because you have a sort of masterpiece in Nasdon's National Theatre building. You've got a very elegant bridge running across the Thames. You've got the facade of Somerset House glinting across the water. And all of these things sort of jostle with each other for prominence because they don't quite tie together except by people moving through them. I thought this circle could actually be a kind of meeting place for the various forces in the landscape. The first thoughts about arena were during the making of a twisting arch in Australia. It was quite different from anything I had done before. This is the model of the arch in Australia, but it's also the basis of the geometry of arena. It stood like that, and I so liked the cross sections that I wanted to make something flat so that I could have it in pieces with gaps. And then it moves on to a more solid version, and at this point it's becoming part of the landscape. So that is the South Bank surface, and these are the works, and you can see they're embedded in the surface, and sort of mindful of the way that the tide comes up and cuts through things. So it's a little bit like the tide has sliced its way through this. Well, I'm just looking through these slides, which I just discovered of arena when it was being made. I took quite a lot of pictures at the time. Now we see the gang at work. And you can see it's all done by hand. Hammer and a chisel. There was something very personal about making it by hand. If you look at arena, you'll see that all the joints are nearly perfect, but not quite perfect. I think the strength of arena is that it has the energy of its making embedded in it. It took about 2 years. And over that period, it was evolving. And I look back at it with great affection because my sons were born when I was making it. I think it's very important that the work is just out in real life. I do like the idea that it can excite people who might not otherwise engage in this kind of art. Because it was adopted by the Arts Council collection, it has the unique position of being a piece of the street in Lambeth and a piece of an art collection, and it is looked after. But in a way, it's almost though it's left alone because it can look after itself. But the Arts Council collection, keep a watchful eye.